G'day everyone, I'm going to run you through flushing an outboard motor. First step is a good set of earmuffs. I'm going to make sure they fit over the intake of the outboard properly. You can fit them from both directions. I prefer this way. There's your water intake there. So you want to seal completely around there with the muffs. So push them over until they're tight. Make sure nothing's same on the other side. Make sure they're nice and square. Next, we'll put the motor down the back. Plug the hose in. So what we're going to do first is we're going to warm the engine up. This is the most important part till the thermostat's open. The reason we want the thermostat open is so we can take care of all the salt that's in the top end of the power head. So we're going to warm it up with water only before we put the flushing agent in. So we want to make sure we've got a good amount of water coming out of everywhere. Lots of pressure is important. If you don't have a lot of pressure, you're going to have your engine overheat alarm come on. So if you're flushing your motor and your motor goes beep, 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 that means it's overheated because you've got insufficient supply of water. So this is important. We've got water coming out everywhere. Now we can start it up. Good supply of water coming out of here, lots of pressure. That means that we're pumping water properly. So we're going to warm this motor up until you can feel this water here get warm, or the engine changes tune. The engine will change tune when the thermostat opens and lets water into the top of it, or we're just going to feel this here for the telltale to go warm. When that goes warm, that means we've got water going right through the entire engine, and it's time to turn it off and put the flushing agent through. Next step in the process is to put the engine flusher through. This is See It. It's a readily biodegradable salt wash cleaner flusher. So we're just going to put a little bit in. It's concentrated, so we just want to put in about 30 mils, which is up to about there. In some situations less is more, and this is one of them. The reason we're using See It is because a lot of other engine flushers corrode the motor from the inside and they do a lot of damage. There's been a lot of engines that haven't lasted very well with other brands of salt wash. So we've got 30 mils in there. So now we're going to put this in line. Plug that back on there. Going to start the motor up again. Wait for bubbles to come out of everywhere. Get bubbles coming out of the exhaust. We've got bubbles coming out of here. That means that we've filled our flushing motor right up with See It, and we're starting to dissolve the salt. So here's the next important step. We're going to turn the motor off and we're going to turn the water off. So the reason we're turning the water off and the reason we're turning the motor off is because we've got the See It right through the whole motor now, and we're going to let it sit. If you continue to flush it, you're not giving the product enough time to dissolve the salt, so you're missing a whole lot of bits in your motor. So our motor's warm, it's now full of See It, right in the power head, right through the whole engine. So we're just going to let it for the sake of this video, I'm going to start it up again straight away and show you what to do, but normally we'd leave it for at least 5 minutes to do its thing. If the water's not moving through your engine, the See It's got time there to dissolve all the salt. So we're just presuming now that it's had 5 minutes. So I'm going to start it up now with no product at all. Just going to disconnect that. Put that on there, start it up again. Outboard so there's no visible signs of any bubbles. That means we're flushing out all the dissolved salt out of the power head. Everything within the engine is going to get flushed out. You can do this for as long as you want, but a good sort of 5 to 10 minutes will be plenty. So this whole process has taken us about 20 minutes, which is nothing when you spent this much money on an outboard. So looking after your outboard is the most important thing, and see, it's been doing the job for us. So I hope this video has helped you in any way, shape or form. Any questions at all, just leave a comment and we're happy to answer. Thanks for watching.